So hello everyone and welcome to more Super Mario 64 Star Road. So last time we've done pretty much every star in this course, and if this is like the first part that you watched for some reason, I've already finished another stage and got both of the caps. So actually there's three, but both the caps I can get right now. The Vanish cap and the Metal cap. So the last star, or well the last two stars I guess, is the 100 coin star and the 8 red coins. Whatever, we're gonna do it the other way. So, we're just gonna have to find the 8 red coins. There's not too much going on. So I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the, well, I guess game design of this stage. So, this is one of the early stages in the game. And as such, I'd say it's a little bit too punishing, sadly. As you can see, there's not really that much ground everywhere. And there's some spots like over there when you do that other star, or when you're jumping around the swamp or over there, that if you make a mistake, you immediately die. And for a stage that early in the game, especially when the other stages I went to, like the garden stage, which theoretically comes after this, is so much less punishing, it makes me wonder, like, what's going on? Why is this stage right here so punishing, while all the surrounding stages are not punishing at all? And I've got no answer for that, other than they screwed up the game design curve a little bit. I don't know, the difficulty curve. But anyway, you got save states for that, I guess. Though we've still used them extremely sparingly so far. And I'm not gonna use them too much more, I guess. There's also some stages later on in the game that are extremely non-punishing, where you can do absolutely fuck everything you want to do, and you'll never die. Like, absolutely ever. Because the game, like, really loves you at that point for some reason. In, like, stage 12 or something, you can't die. Actually, I don't know if it's stage 12. There's, like, an underwater stage a lot later in the game. That's really easy, and there's, like, nothing hard to it. It's just, like, go in, get your 7 stars, and you're gonna be happy. And then there's this stage right here, where if you fail a bunch, or like once, you're dead. And you have to restart the stage. Why? I don't know. I still don't know. At this point, if you're stuck with this stage and you're like, man, I don't want to redo this stage though, then you could be like, okay, that's fine. But put it at a later point in the game. Put it at a later point in the game. Don't put it at the second stage in the game. And you could be like, oh, maybe the thing is the tone of this stage. It's a really cheery stage. Should a stage like this, if it's that early, if a stage is that early and it's cheery, you can argue that, well, if it was later, then it shouldn't be cheery, you know? It should be more dark, sinister, more evil, more stuff like that, you know? As you can see in all the others, in pretty much any game that has multiple stages, that the first stages usually are a lot more happy design-wise and how everything is like in the stage, how everything looks like, than the later stages. So you could say that, man, maybe we need to use different assets then. Maybe we need to make it so everything looks different than if we're gonna do it that way. But then you just do that. You just have to swap out some textures. Instead, you could make this like, I don't know, an evil castle or something. At least from the aesthetics. This one is really stupid to get, by the way. You can make it like a castle landscape or something. I don't know. You can do whatever you want, but if you say like, okay, we need different graphics, then you just do that. Or if you don't want to do that, you can say like, okay, we need to make it less punishing. Add safety nets. They're not actual nets, but you know what I mean. Just add safety to it. Oh, I can't do the ground pound trick now because I'm on the ground, but whatever. So by the way, there's a like secret box up here. I just want to show it. You can still get it with the ground pound, but now that I've gotten everything, I think it's only just a life in there anyway, and we don't need a life. I don't know why I did that. I like doing wall jumps sometimes, just purely because I can, and that was absolutely planned. Because I've always done this before whenever I play this game. So these Two red coins are close to each other, we can just get them like this. What am I missing? I thought that was actually going to be the... Oh, it's all the way up there. How do we get that the best way? Oh, I think I got an idea. These elevators, I hate these elevators. I also hated them in the actual game, like 264. These elevators are stupid. And they suck. But we're gonna have to deal with it, I guess. Ow. So I believe it's actually possible to do a jump like that if you do it as a triple jump. I'm not quite sure though. Okay, scratch that. It doesn't work. It is somehow still possible. I'm not quite sure though. So I'm just gonna do it like this, I guess. This is a lot simpler. Ouch. The only problem is getting this red coin up there. Just barely. Ow! So, I don't like these guys. Obviously, no one likes these guys. Good thing is yesterday. You can't really use the trick to like not take fall damage there because it's such a long jump. That was that, right? I got 100 coins. Good job. That's the stage completed at least. I'm gonna have to take a little break here for a second. But you're not gonna see anything. Okay, and I'm back. Let me actually check something really quick. Whoops. Okay, I think I've gotten everything, so... Yeah, I should be fine with that stage, I think. So you can actually now go to the actual, like, first stage in this game. This is right here. The Bob-Omb Islands. Okay, just got something emulator to warm up a little bit. So, the stage, like I said, is like the very first stage you're supposed to go to. I want to try something. Whatever. So, this stage, because it is supposed to be the first one, is not very punishing at all. Unlike the other stages was the second stage, which was really punishing, but yeah, I think I've talked enough about that. So this stage is, I think, a pretty alright first stage. The stars are pretty simple to get to. You know, some of the geometry is a bit weird, but whatever. There's not too many big enemies or anything. Like this chain jump is like the most threatening thing in the entire stage. Ouch. I never really figured out how to actually do the stuff with that. I'm gonna get hit here. Anyway, there's like one part about the stage that's not too great. I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna talk about that when I get to it. But let me just get this star right here. Okay, can I talk now? Okay, I have to like warm up a little bit if I've not played for a little bit. So I actually took a bit of a break, like I said earlier. Anyway, some people are probably be wondering how I'm actually playing the game. Like yeah, obviously with an emulator, but apart from that, like how am I actually controlling the game? So, as you can see from how fluid my like circles are right here, I'm not playing on keyboard, because on keyboard this would look like this. I actually can't see it that well, but on keyboard you would be like this. But on controller you can see I can do really smooth circles. So yeah, I'm playing with the controller. To be precise, I'm playing on a GameCube controller. Why am I playing on a GameCube controller? Of course, maybe I don't even have a Nintendo 64 controller. I do have a Nintendo 64 controller, but I think that the GameCube controller is just better. It just controls so much nicer. I don't know, I like the GameCube controller so much more than the Nintendo 64 controller, even for Nintendo 64 games. So, and how am I playing this on a PC? Because I'm not playing on a GameCube, on a GameCube or a Nintendo 64 or anything, so what am I actually doing? So, I've got this thing from RAFnet, Raf, like Raphael, RAFnet, the GameCube and Nintendo 64 to USB adapter. That's what I'm using. And it allows you to use either a GameCube controller or a Nintendo 64 controller as a gamepad, and that's what I've been doing. This is one part that I don't like about this stage, these platforms. Now these platforms are not as punishing when you talk about stuff like actually dying from it, because there's water below it, so that's at least a step up from the second stage. You don't die from it, but you do fall down, which is a bit stupid that you fall down from such small platforms. Like, what are platforms as small as that doing in this stage? You can see that from like the rest of the stage. The rest of the stage is completely different. There's nothing like that in the rest of the stage. It's just that singular part where they decided that, okay, the rest of the stage is way too peaceful and normal. I guess we need to put really small, tiny platforms on it, above an edge. Like, why? I don't think it actually, like, it coincides with the rest of the stage. It's a bit off. But, I guess. It's not too bad though, because just using double jumps and kicks do make the platforming rather simple. But if you want to try and do like simple jumps, like singular jumps, or you wanna, maybe you want to be like, oh, I can jump across multiple of these and do a triple jump, then it's very easy to fall off and lose a lot of time from that. And that can be really stupid sometimes. Where's the cat? There it is. That was another one of those bombs where I was like, man, they're both well hidden and not that easy to get to, but they're not so hard to get that it feels stupid that you didn't get them earlier. And it feels nice getting them. Now this star right here is pretty stupid. I don't quite know what the angle for this is. I'm just gonna test stuff out. Oh wow, I got it. Who would have thunk? So now that that's out of the way, I keep repeating myself, but anyway, see you guys next time.